Welcome to 5 Minutes a Day. If you're just stopping by, we are a tool of, it's at least 5 minutes a day, right? So the best way to use this tool is to read the passage, to listen to the video, because I've done the work. I've read through the commentaries and I've looked at scripture. I looked at the original writings and lots of texts. And so I've done the work for us. So then you can listen to the video and maybe gain insight on this text that you hadn't seen before. And then spend some time in reflection and responding how God would like you to respond to this text. And spend some time praying. So just go deeper. So go ahead and like, because that brings other people to see our videos, and subscribe. Good morning, and welcome to Tuesday, and welcome to 5 Minutes a Day with God. And we are in the story of Joseph, and so Joseph has revealed himself to his family, and then they go back and they get everybody else, and they tell Jacob, and he's so excited, and Joseph says, come back and dwell here in Egypt, because there's food here, and I can take care of you. And so today's passage is Genesis 46, and the section is called The Family of Jacob Comes to Egypt. And so they pack everything up, and on the way back, Jacob stops at Beersheba, and he makes a sacrifice to God there. And while he was there, God speaks to him, and God says, don't be afraid to go back to Egypt. This is my plan for you. And so Jacob's probably thinking, no good has happened before. When my family's been in Egypt, Egypt is not the land you promised us. It's Canaan. So it's kind of like, why are we going backwards, God, right? And God says this, you will be back. You will be back. Don't be afraid. You will, your family, your descendants will be back. And again, if you missed the last couple of days, because of the segregated nature of the Egyptians, they weren't going to intermarry with the Israelites, and so they were free to grow into a strong nation. And what's interesting to see here is this family had a slow start, right? The total males in this clan when they went to Egypt were 70. And so think about this. It took about 215 years for them to grow from 1 to 70. This is the males, right? So 1 to 70. But then in another 430 years, so just kind of, so still like double that, they're going to grow to about 2 million or more. So because of being in that area of not having the temptation to assimilate with other nations, they are able to grow rapidly. And so here also in this chapter, Israel finally is reunited with Joseph, and then they settle in the land of Goshen as shepherds. And so here we see so many things. We see God providing for this family, because if they had stayed in Canaan, they probably would have died, right? Because there's no food in Canaan right now because of the famine. And the famine, this is early, scholars believe this story is early in the famine. So there's probably at least 5 more years of famine coming. And so God uses this to provide for them, but then God uses this to have an area where they can grow into a nation. And then God reminds Jacob that my promise, even though it might look like you're going backward, my promise still is going to be fulfilled in you and your family, and you will be back. So just want to encourage you, especially maybe in your life right now, you look like maybe you feel like you're going a couple steps back, right? Even in different areas of your life, and you can trust God that He has you, and you can trust Him for your future. Right, have a good day, and see you tomorrow. And remember, 5 minutes in the Word can change your life.